My name is Nicholas Mulroy and I'm singing the role of Pigmalion in the opera of the same name. The French Baroque repertoire is a really different world from the Baroque repertoire that this group is perhaps more known for and more used to. It's a much more fragrant and kind of sunny world. The instrumental colours are very different, lots of flutes and soft violins. For a singer, the vocal ranges are quite different, a bit higher, requires a greater flexibility, particularly in the upper range, I think, but also has fabulous lines to sing, wonderful word painting and wonderful setting of text, which is a real sort of pleasure to get the mouth around. And yeah, it's not done often, I don't think, in the UK, but it's very, to me, some of the best music of the era, and sows the seeds for much later music. You can hear elements of Debussy and Ravel, I think, sometimes in the instrumentation and the way the sound world is so evocative. It's wonderful. The haute contra voice is a really specific type. It's high-lying, not super high, not like a sort of Puccini, but it lies very high in the voice, but requires a lot of flexibility, lots of soft colours at the top of the voice, I think, particularly. The way voices were put together back then, I think, has probably changed quite a lot. The idea of taking the tenor chest voice up in the heroic style probably didn't exist then, we think, and we think it would have been much more about a flexibility and a lyrical beauty at the top rather than the heroism that we associate with more romantic tenors. The question of the relevance of the story is really difficult, I think, now. I mean, Pygmalion is a character difficult to have sympathy with. It's a bit of a cautionary tale in a sense. The idea of an artist being too obsessed with his own creations rather than his own life, I think, is probably an eternal one. He's not a character that one warms to. The story, such as Rameau tells it, is quite fragmented. So we have the sense, I think, that Rameau is much more interested in colour of character rather than perhaps narrative clarity. And in fact, in his operas, often the narratives are very far-fetched and a little bit confusing, perhaps. And so I think he was interested in perhaps different things than a simple telling of a narrative. But certainly the music that Pygmalion has, he has the lion's share of the music in the piece, and he has really amazing colours and amazing beauty, really. Rameau paints him with great sympathy, which is unusual because he's actually not, I don't think, a character one would necessarily warm to.